I'm just be honest, straight up honest. Penjilat, ada orang penjilat kuat New Era. Whatever New Era release tai pun.
Man, I don't think they understand this side of why I feel what I feel.
Yeah. That's the side yang people tak nampak. The politics, the politics side of business yang Nigel, bila nak collab dengan New Era? Nigel, kenapa tak jual New Era hat? Nigel, New Era tak suka ke Nigel?
Like it's just like, bro, I don't even wanna. You're not the person I want to talk to right now. You know what I mean? Like, how many caps does he have?
It's always growing, but last time I checked in with him, he said 700 to 800, bro. Yeah. How did that feel?
Great. I mean, we won the war. You know what I mean? Like, we lost the battle, but we won the war.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. This is emotional for me to talk about.
Okay.
Whoa. What's up, guys?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
We're back. I don't know if we're back or not, lah. But anyway, introducing young Pablo.
Hello.
Also known as Daniel.
Yes, young Pablo collects, or as my IC name would say, Muhammad Daniel Iman.
He straight away give you guys his IC name.
Yes. Don't go look that up.
Anyways, what should we call this? I don't know if this is a podcast. It's a conversation. We also said it's a capversation.
Yeah,
because a lot of people know me as man of many hats. Yeah. But I feel like you are also a man of many hats. So if you guys don't know who Young Pablo is, you can go check out more about him on Sneakerla's YouTube. Yeah. Brian actually went over to your place.
Yeah, Hoarder series.
Check out his collection. He's got crazy amount of shoes, sneakers, and also caps, right? Yeah. So this conversation, we want to keep it more about caps.
Let's do it. Cap talk.
Yeah. Everything to do with caps, I suppose.
That's a good name right there. Everything to do with caps.
Everything.
Because there's already another short store in Europe that has a thing called Cap Talk.
Yeah, no cap.
No cap. Oh, that's the one right there.
But yeah, how this happened was I only knew about you when I think you. Let me see. I need to backtrack a bit. So you bought one of our caps.
Yeah.
He tagged us, and I went and checked out his IG, and it was all caps. And I was like, oh my god, this guy's a cap collector, sweet. And you collect mainly SF Giants from New Era.
Yeah, SF
and
Giants.
Knowing that you are a New Era collector, I felt like I had to say thank you. I think my first text to you was, after you tagged me, I said thank you for giving us a chance.
Yeah.
That was my first text to you.
Yep.
And then we started talking from there.
Yeah.
And you had a few questions for me, and I said, hey, you know what? With all these interesting questions, why not one day let's have a conversation and let's do a pod or an interview.
No better time than now.
Yes.
Honored. First of all, just want to say honored to be the first guest back after such a long time. I'm truly humble, and thank you so much to Nigel for giving me this opportunity.
Hey, all good, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. And funny story about that hat, actually. So I bought the hat the same day I was about to shoot my Hoarder series.
Okay.
And the reason why I wanted to buy a Cap City hat was because I wanted to feature a Cap City hat on the Hoarder series.
Nice.
And I don't know why, but I never made the final cut. I put it on my table, so it didn't look too in. But yeah,
all good, man.
So
all good.
I bought it specifically for the Hoarder series because, you know, for me being a Malaysian, I always want to try and support Malaysian local products. And I found out about you through TikTok. I'm like, this is dope.
So dope.
I've been wanting to buy your product for like such the longest time, but I never had the chance.
Here's the funny thing. So because of this that we're having, yesterday I did some preparation. Yeah. I went and checked out our conversation. Yeah. So it wasn't with your private one. It was with your collectible IG.
Yeah, Pablo collects. Yeah.
Pablo collects, right? Yeah. You actually commented and shared the photo of our KL Bone, first edition KL Bone side patch.
I remember this.
Yes, you shared it over and you said, bro, this side patch is sick.
Yeah.
By any chance you have it in fitteds, because I only rock fitteds, and I was like, yo, give us some time.
I remember this.
Dude, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I think that was the first time, because for me, like being a New Era collector, like, I mean, I'm open to trying out new fitteds, but at the time I couldn't find anything KL or Malaysian based. And that's the thing, you know, I'm rocking SF, I'm rocking all this, but that's not where I'm from. I mean, I stayed there for like 2.5 to 3 years, but like, that's not where I'm from. I'm trying to always rap Malaysia and always, you know, like, come on, bro, like, when you're overseas, you're just trying to show Malaysian colors, So
Yeah.
and I was like kind of like disappointed. There was nothing Malaysian
Right.
that I could rock.
So that's really funny because I realize people who travel a lot, they want to rep their own hometown.
Of course, Malaysia, bro, selalu.
Straight up. But people who don't travel a lot, they probably want to rep somewhere else. Do you find that ironic?
I think it's a bit ironic. I guess about kalau you tak travel, kalau you always stay in one place, you not travel, but you just don't do it.
Yeah.
And then bila you selalu travel, it's like you just want to go back home.
Straight.
Yeah.
And I say that because we have a lot of customers who are also new era collectors, and I find them a little stubborn to give us a try, and they be like, "Yo, it's KL. Oh my God, no,
What?
I'm not from KL.
Come
I can't
on.
wear KL," which is
Yeah.
something that I started my TikTok content with, right? During my earlier times in TikTok, I always say, if you can wear a New York cap, you can wear a KL cap.
100%.
Right.
100%. If it's Malaysia, if your IC says Malaysia, you're good to wear any state.
Right.
You don't have to be from there.
Right.
Janji Malaysia, bro.
Yeah, and orang dari JB be like, oh, aku tak pakai KL tu sebab aku dari JB. And then he's wearing a New York cap, right? Pew, pew.
It's
PB
thirsty.
wants to join the pod.
Yeah, Cap City Employee of the Month right here, guys.
Just so you guys know, we have a cat city at the back. So
Cat
no,
City
don't
is
drink
a
my
good one.
water, pew.
Orang nak pakai KL cap, you want to wear Perlis cap, you want to wear whatever Negeri Sembilan,
Yeah.
Sarawak, Sabah. Bro, at the end day kan, if you can wear New York cap, why can't you wear a cap?
Straight.
Like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're not from New York. Why you wearing a New York cap?
Right.
Yeah.
And
Unless you got beef with the state lah, that's different story lah.
yeah.
Like I got beef with LA Dodgers, so I won't. I mean, because SF Giants rival, right? So I do not have a single LA Dodgers hat in my collection except for one, and that one pun is like Brooklyn Dodgers, not LA Dodgers.
right. And are you a fan of baseball?
Oh yeah, I fell in love. So this is how I started collecting hats
Yeah.
actually. So about 2.5 years ago, I went for my first baseball game. I bought my first hat at the stadium, and then people were saying, "Damn, that's a dope hat," because it was like some special edition one with like all the CT icons and all. So then when I rocked it to the game, I was like, "Yo, that's a dope hat. Where do you get it from? Like it's really cool." And then when I was looking at hat, like, damn, so much story, like from the hat and all. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, so like, okay, then it's cool. Then I went to Lids. I walked into Lids and I was like, damn, there's so many hats. I talked to the guy and he's like, oh, bro, this hat's inspired by this. I'm like, what?
Right.
I thought hats were just hats.
So at that point, you were not a collector yet,
No.
but
no.
you were a sneaker collector though.
Yes. So, I mean, like, yeah, sneaker collector. But I've always worn hats. But like, I never knew there was this whole other side of hats that
Right.
existed, such as collecting, being like able to tell a story with your hats. I think that's the best part.
Right. We always say, cap collectors always say, every cap has a story.
Yeah.
I don't know why sneakerheads don't say that.
It's because they're just not aware. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the
Right.
direction and say, hey, caps, there's a story too, like guys.
Yeah. And it's not just like who's the designer, what is it
No,
inspired by, but like your personal experience. Like
Yeah.
I can tell you. So to give you guys more context, I think young Pablo has like more than 300 caps,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the same as I do. Of course, we give and take here and there.
Yeah.
Some we sold, some we let go.
Yeah.
We buy again. Some get lost. Some is in the car boot. So all in all, we can say it's safe to say we have like 300 caps each, which is crazy to a lot of people. It's like, kau satu kepala je doh, asal kau nak banyak topi kan.
Yeah, that's
Tapi aku selalu kata kau banyak t-shirt, okay je, kau tak kira kan. Kalau
Exactly.
untuk perempuan banyak tudung, banyak handbag, banyak heels.
Betul.
So I don't know why people pick on caps. And to be honest, you're like my first. I mean, aside from my customers, I suppose, which you are also a customer.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting.
Of course.
But in my cap collecting journey, I never really had friends. I never had like a person that I could be like, oh my God, check out this cap that I bought. Probably to my best friends, my girlfriends, but never really a friend.
Really?
Because I cannot find someone who's as crazy as I am.
I don't blame you. Malaysia, I don't think there's anyone else. Like literally, like I only have like very close circle is like three
Right.
people who like, and
Who
I found them
who collect caps.
who collect caps, and they're not my close friend. I knew them because of hats, and I met them through Facebook.
Right.
So yeah.
Are you close to the cap community here?
I wouldn't say close, but I try to keep an active relationship with them.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to Cap Maniacs.
Right.
Yeah, Cap Maniacs and Malaysian cap collector on Facebook. Facebook groups just the way to go to try and connect with people. I try and connect with communities just because.
You're still on Facebook, bro.
Bro, but Facebook's like the best. Facebook's like the best shit. I don't know. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Alright,
Fuck it, bro.
So Facebook's the best shit just because you can find whatever niche hobby on there. There's 100% going to be a group, you know. There's a group for like collecting stamps, posts, like literally anything you can think of. There's probably a Facebook group.
Right. We also have a Facebook group.
Oh.
We too have a Facebook group, but we're just not active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got to join.
Yeah, you gotta join. We have a community, TCC community, I think.
Hey, that's wrong. I see them in the TikTok hashtag and Salu hashtag TCC Army. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
you
the
guys,
army.
Yeah, you guys are doing good.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But I have to say, Anaja, it's kind of sad for me that you never had a friend who
Yeah.
you could go to.
Yeah.
Just because I think that's one of the best parts about collecting.
Right.
I'm glad I met people along the way
Yeah.
who like, yo, this is dope, and then we
Yeah.
shared passion, and then we go for releases and camp outs.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like I would like to say I made like a lot of like a quarter or like almost half of my friends I made in the US were all from cap collecting.
That's dope.
Yeah, and I still keep in contact with them until now.
That's dope. I think mainly the reason for me I don't make friends, I guess, or I can't find friends who collect as crazy as I do is because from the beginning for me it's always about trying to be different.
Yeah.
So I came from Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan,
Same here, bro.
and all my friends are Chinese, and they all into the getting different hairstyles, dye their hair and all.
Yep.
So I would go botak, and I had like a few friends who collect sneakers, and sneakers for me was just too expensive lah. So I said, okay, so everyone is into sneakers, so maybe I should be. And I was of course heavily influenced by hip hop.
Yeah.
And in the whole hip hop culture, the whole hip hop fashion is always gonna be do-rags and caps. So for me, I was like, okay, let me collect some caps. And one thing led to another. I just kept collecting. But I'm not like, because I checked out your collection. Your collection is crazy, bro.
Thank you.
I collect a lot of any caps for me, really. Any caps for that matter, seriously.
Yeah, so this is the question I wanted to ask you earlier on before the podcast. Did you started out collecting fitteds or did you come from snapbacks? Because a lot of like fitted collectors, they actually came from like snapbacks.
Yeah.
And then they tried on the fitted and it changed their life. So,
Right.
You know.
I think I would say I came from the fitted era.
Fitted era.
Yeah, the fitted times.
So you started from fitted.
Fitted, yeah.
Okay.
Fitted, but I wasn't like, I don't know lah, right? For me, I love all caps.
Yeah.
So I understand some people are like, oh, I only wear such and such. I only wear fitteds. Yeah. I'm not like that. So, and of course, I've been selling caps for more than 10 over years. Macam-macam ada lah customer kan. But for me, any cap, as long as it's dope, I'll buy it, whether it's local, whether it's, at one point I was buying, any caps, bro. DC, Obey, Stussy,
So any brand now, any brand.
New Era, 47, Michelin Ness. I'm just like, hey, if it's a dope colorway,
Dope story, dope design, you're buying it.
I'm at maybe Thailand, I need to get a cap before I leave Thailand or Singapore.
Wait, do you do that too? Where like wherever you go, you buy a hat?
I buy a hat, yeah.
I just started that recently because like I went to like Jakarta like a few months ago, and then like the New Era released his hat. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this thing where each country now I go to, I'm gonna buy a hat just to remember it.
Yes.
And because like I'm gonna try and buy a local hat because that's like a cool story.
That's even doper, bro.
Yeah.
That's even doper.
I mean, that's crazy. You've been doing that before me, so you're a trendsetter.
Bro, first of all, I started Cap City because of that. Because there were no cap stores in Malaysia. So every time I got a chance to travel to Hong Kong with my family, Thailand or Singapore, whether it's work or just for holiday, I will always look for a cap because I couldn't get a cap here in Malaysia, bro. Wait, how old are you?
25.
So you didn't know the struggle, bro. Because back then, you really had to check out blog spots. You really had to know people to know
really
which is the hot
down
spots, right? Yeah. And then you get there and you'll be like, and I'm always like, every time I get into a cap store, I'll be like in a candy store.
I know that feeling.
And that was the whole inspiration behind Cap City. And I wanted to bring that feeling back to Malaysia and provide that to Malaysians. And yeah.
I think the first time I actually walked into a proper hat store was Cap City.
Oh, shit.
But the one in Mid Valley.
Ah, nice.
Above, I think, were you guys?
We were in the mezzanine floor near the cinema.
Yeah. I remember walking there. I'm like, I did not know anything about caps. I did not know anything about New Era. I'm like,
So that time you were not a cap collector yet.
no, but I just like bought hats. Like basically, whenever I go on holiday, like I'll just buy like a New Era, like Brooklyn Nets or like something
Right,
cool.
right.
Like I wasn't like a proper cap collector. And then
Okay.
I walked to your guys' store. I'm like, damn, this store like actually sells hats. Like I couldn't believe there were people who buying it, and now look, I'm one of them.
Nice. So that was before you went to US.
Yeah,
States.
that was like, bro, that was like when I was like high school, like pergi Miveli tengok movie kat JC.
God damn, you make me feel old right now, bro.
How old are you, by the way?
I am.
Would you say you went through the same struggles as earlier sneaker collectors? Where they had
Yeah,
to
I guess
really
it was
hard-
pretty much the same struggle lah. You have to go through that whole who you know, and they recommend you stores, and really
Yeah.
that's all you know. You know, if this person says that's the dopest store, you go there and you be like, okay, this is dope, and I'm gonna buy something. You can't really. I mean, you can still try and
You
like.
can't really Google search and
Yeah.
be like, good capsules around me.
Yeah. And like even Singapore had a cap store, Thailand had a cap store, but Malaysia didn't have a cap store. That's
Until
when
Cap
I was
City.
like, yeah, that's how Cap City came about lah.
Hey, that's dope, bro. For me as well, when I was in the US, I was actually thinking, what can I do to bring back here that Malaysians don't have? Because, you know, you're always trying to bring back something cool, something like sick for people to try. And I was thinking food, because, I mean, I love food. I mean, just look at my body size. So,
So I remember vividly that my first New Era fitted cap was from Lids Hong Kong.
whoa. You know what's crazy? They don't even have lids anymore there now.
Yeah, no more.
But it's crazy because now they're expanding back into like UK and like Europe market. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, they were in Asia. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And when you mentioned that, I even Googled lids in Asia. Like I tried to look up. I'm like, oh, so they were really in Asia.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You thought I was capping?
Yeah. Probably not gonna lie. I'm like, what's this guy talking about? Like lids in Asia? Like there's no lids in Asia. But nah, that was cool. Like how like, you know, you got your first hat in lids. My first hat was lids. Like I think that's the cool experience, and I think that's what you're trying to provide here at Cap City, right?
Yeah. So Lids was also one of my like inspiration lah. Like when we started the Cap City, I said I want to have like 20 stores in Malaysia, like Lids, you know, where we provide, you know, New Era caps and all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Lids didn't work out in Asia, unfortunately.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, lids is cool. I used to hang out lids like just because you know you had to know when drops were. I used to hang around at lids so much. I knew literally all the stuff at lids like at every single store, and I would go to every single store just to hang out and see what they got. Like if they have something new or something cool, and it got to the point where I met the regional the manager of San Francisco, and then she was like, do you want a job? Do you need a job? I can give you a job because like all I see is like all you do is just hang around lids and like hang out, talk about hats. Like you'll be perfect for this. And I was like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't just because due to issues of law and regulations, can.
Right.
So, but yeah,
You really light up when we talk about caps.
100%. Bro.
So are you more of a cap collector now or a sneaker collector now?
That's a tough question. It's like asking me to pick who's my favorite child. But wait, susah though. Tapi if I had to pick, and right now,
Because I've not spoken to you about sneakers. I don't know how light up were you. So, but right now I'm like seeing like a little kid talking about candies and just like having that sugar rush already.
sir,
You know
yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I think it like it changes according to season. So
Wow.
like when there's a lot of like dope hats released, I'm a cap collector. I'll stop on shoes. So I would say it's like right now it's hats.
Hats.
Right now it's hats.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to Lids.
Yeah.
Lids or Head Club for you?
Ooh, we didn't even talk about Hat Club, huh? We didn't even talk about
we
Hat
haven't
Club.
even, how can we have a conversation without
Hat Club, huh?
Hat Club being mentioned?
Hey, Hat Club's a dope store. Alright, I think
I've never been to a Hat Club, by the way.
I mean they're so limited. There's only few stores around the world.
Yeah.
So that's a hard conversation, but I'm gonna have to go. Bro, it's like
Hat
pick
Club
my
or
fav-
you a dub?
No. Hey, fuck those people who say that, bro. I fucking hate people who say that. I openly say that. Like,
Yeah.
bro, literally, I can't pick right now. Maybe,
Okay.
But it's gotta be. I don't even buy lids anymore because they're so shit. The design's so bad. Now I buy Hat Club because the designs are actually still okay. But just because I started collecting and it's every beginner's first hat, still lids, still lids.
That one because sentimental issue lah.
Sentimental lah, bro. Can we talk a bit more about Hat Club? Because I don't think Malaysians are aware of.
Are they
Hat Club.
not? Are they not?
No, they are not. Like To the non-cap collectors, I don't know if there's any non-cap collectors that's gonna watch this, but yeah. Hat Club, if you guys don't know, is a store based out of US. They started out in Arizona in 1998, and then they were membership based, and that's why it's called Club. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I remember all that. Damn, I'm like a fucking dick rider, bro. I feel like a dick rider. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you love the brand. I mean, when you love the company, right? Like that. Yeah. But Hat Club have a bunch of my hats from them. I think like, I'm not gonna lie, I think like 40%, 50, like a lot.
Do you? Okay, so basically, like, of course, if for people who collect caps would know about side patches, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Hat Club popularized side patches, or it was already a thing?
I feel like it was
because I knew about side patches and I saw the whole trend happening in Hat Club, from Hat Club. But that could be maybe because I just follow Hat Club on IG, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. It's crazy how you saw it from the start. I mean, I saw it I would say like almost midway, but like still at the start a bit.
Right.
And if you guys didn't know, side patches are the thing at the side of the hat.
Yeah, the embroideries on the side.
Yeah, the side of the hat. And Cap City does a few.
Yeah.
And just a quick fun fact. What's his name? The director. Do you remember that his name? The man who can't jump. Who directed the movie, White Boy. Spike Lee. So guys. So Spike Lee, he's the reason why side patches exist.
Oh, really?
He's the reason why custom hats exist, different colors.
Correct. The Red Yankees.
Yeah,
the Red Yankees.
Yeah. So, but side patches did. I don't think they popularized it. I think they just revolutionized the hat game in terms of like, the stories that can be told, like the actual like they took. Because I feel like people were doing it back then, but they weren't really doing it. They were just hooking it to like sneakers, which was like lame. Where it was like sneakers, they tell a story.
Right.
Caps should be the same. They shouldn't follow a shoe just because the shoe, just based off color of the shoe. Like, it shouldn't be like that. You should tell a story. That's what Hat Club did good.
I thought I had like the most caps in Malaysia as a collector until I found out about you.
Yeah.
So is there any more of us or not?
Oh, there are, bro.
Oh, really?
There are.
Really, like 300 caps and above?
Oh, bro. I'm not, you and me, we're not there's one guy, I don't want to mention his name because dude, I don't even know how this guy looks like, but we've talked on the phone, like we've talked like a lot of times on IG, I don't even know how this guy looks like.
Right. Why wouldn't you meet him?
He doesn't want to be known. He doesn't want to be, I've always asked him, bro, come down KL, bro, let's lepak.
Oh, he's not from KL?
No, he's Ipoh.
Okay, Ipoh.
Yeah, so.
How many caps does he have?
It's always growing, but last time I checked in with him, he said 700 to 800, bro. Yeah. He's my Sifu.
Personal collection.
Yes, personal collection.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And this crazy thing is that this guy, he appreciates hat as an art.
Okay. But see, here's the thing. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I might have 300 caps. You might have 300 caps. But you collected over the span of 3 years? I collected over 10 years. So if you guys thought I was crazy, he's crazier. And if you thought he was crazy, there's another guy apparently crazier than him.
There's always someone bigger out there.
Yeah. So that's crazy. That's
bro.
crazy. And I'm not even judging you, just so you know. If he's watching, bro, I feel you. I understand maybe that's why you want to lay low, because people might look at you weird, look at you strange. But if anything, I understand.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't kill me for mentioning him. But
you didn't mention his name. No name drop.
I didn't mention his name. I mean, if you're in the Malaysian cap community, korang kenal lah, confirm kenal lah.
Right.
This guy is a legend in the cap community. So if you want to buy hats from US, use buy and ship. Anything you want to buy from overseas, use buy and ship lah.
You just fucked a lot of resellers game up here.
I know, bro. A lot of Malaysians use buy and ship. But actually, I asked him like, there are like new era Malaysian resellers who buy from overseas and resell, right? So I asked him like, bro, korang macam jual resell hat ni, diorang tak kenal ke buy and ship? And he said, actually bro, diorang kenal je, tapi diorang just malas nak deal with all that. So they just rather, and they don't even make much. They make like $50, like it's not much. So I respect it, they're not trying to tax them and charge them too much.
Yeah, it's just lazy lah, bro. Like, I mean, like, I want to buy from someone I can trust, someone that I know, and we can talk about it instead of like me in front of my laptop, but buying it through buy and ship. But of course, if you're trying to save up, use buy and ship lah. Look, guys, I have nothing against New Era.
Alright, let's talk about this. Let's talk. This is a constant like thing on TikTok, right?
Right.
Nigel, bila nak collab dengan New Era? Nigel, kenapa tak jual New Era hat?
Right.
Nigel, New Era tak suka ke Nigel?
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. Why don't you guys sell New Era hats?
Oh, that's a whole different story. So there's
let's start from the beginning.
Okay, so there's me personal, and then there's the brand.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start off with we have no problem. So beef or anything with New Era.
No beef?
Yeah, like this is this thing lah, right? We are just trying to build a brand.
Yeah.
We're trying to design and produce something that's close to us.
Yeah.
If anything, I think there's a little bit of a tension between fans, right? Because as a brand to brand, I don't think New Era knows us.
They're aware. Well, not New Era US, but New Era Malaysia, 100%.
Oh,
aware.
of course.
Maybe
New
New
Era
Era-
Malaysia, of course.
New Era Hong Kong also. Yeah.
But as a whole, as a brand to brand, I don't think I'm very like honest to myself. I don't think we're up there yet, right?
Yeah.
But I think there is some tension between our customers and New Era customers or collectors. So I think it's just that. I think here's the thing. We were the first one to bring New Era into Malaysia.
Yeah.
So when we switched, a lot of customers,
Got thrown off by that.
got thrown off by that.
I can see why.
Yeah. And and we are not, it's not nice to feel that. It's not a nice feeling when customers come in and they stare us down. They be like, what is this?
Bro,
you know?
100%,
They be
yeah.
like, apa ni bro? Mana New Era? So of course like
Tumbuk.
it really tears us down.
Yeah.
Right? We're like, bro, like
Bukan kita sengaja.
exactly. And
Can you tell the
we
story?
were just starting off. So
Yeah.
we only have, our catalog was so little. We had like 4 or 5 designs, and of course they were like, what the hell is this lah, kan? So yeah, story.
So yeah, can you tell the story about how like you used to sell New Era hats and then
Yeah.
now you don't anymore? So what happened?
So I shared a part of the story in
Borak
Borak La.
Yeah.
You can check that out. But I'll give you the summary. The summary is that we used to have an account with New Era.
Which is not easy to get.
Yeah.
Now is like impossible to get.
Right.
by the
So
way.
we were in the talks of being the distributor for Malaysia.
Yeah.
So but we started off as retailer first. So that was in the way. And what happened was, long story short, when things go well, everyone wants a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Right? Which I said it in the Borak La
Yeah.
podcast. So semua orang nak, and then apparently this company got it lah. They offered more money. And also I mentioned in Borak La that the director that I was working with from New Era. So for Malaysia, we deal with Hong Kong.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know,
Yeah.
so Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, basically I think Southeast Asia, everyone goes through Hong Kong. So Hong Kong will decide what country gets what hats.
Right.
So it's not even Malaysia, New Era Malaysia. I used to get mad at New Era Malaysia, and then I'm like, why did you guys bring in this? Why do you guys bring in that? Then I found out it's New Era Hong Kong that I should be mad at.
Yeah. So we were dealing direct with Hong Kong,
Yeah.
and then the director changed. They changed the director because. So me and this director, shout outs to Kenneth. If you ever watch this, I owe you a lot. You were the reason why we got New Era here. You started my journey.
Kenneth.
Shout out to Kenneth. And he and I, we really vibe. Like we really had the same vision for the brand. Like he is one person that I know from this whole entire industry who shares the same passion and like really cares for the brand, like nurture the brand.
Yeah.
So of course there were also some conflict between what happened in this relationship is that, but I guess his hands were tied, meaning to say he had no choice. The boss wanted more sales, and we were not providing that sale. But he saw the vision, he saw the passion in me. He knew what we can do. He everything was aligned,
Yeah.
right? And if you guys know Cap City, we don't do sale.
Yeah.
That's one thing about us. We do not do sale. I do not believe in sale or discount because I think that's bribery.
Yeah.
That's not marketing,
That's dope.
right? So that's my philosophy, and he shares the same philosophy. And of course, him as the person who's giving me the brand,
Yeah.
letting me sell the brand, he expects me to take care of the brand.
Yeah.
I cannot be just buying caps from him and then tak jual,
Yeah.
aku buang harga.
Yeah.
Betul tak?
Betul.
So he was always down with whatever we want to do, but of course he wants to see progress. But
Yeah.
we're a small player, so
And at that
I think
time-
his boss wanted more sales. So
Hard lah.
another guy, so this is another story which I've not shared. So I went a New Era in Hong Kong, and I got the deal. They agreed to give us the deal, to bring New Era in, right?
Yes, finally.
And then I finally got this lot downstairs in
Yeah.
Subang, SS15. And we took the lot, and we were ready for renovation. And we were ready to open in a month.
Yeah.
And in 2 to 3 weeks in, there was this guy who got the distribution. So, and Kenneth, and I think the New Era Hong Kong team emailed me and said, guys, so there will be this distributor you have to deal direct with.
What? Did they even tell you like they were doing the deal before?
No. So it
It's
was.
kinda foul.
It's
That's-
like kind of like a
yeah, bro.
yeah. They sabotage.
Yeah.
And I cried, bro. I cried when I saw the email. I cried very, very, very badly because
That's passion, right?
it was your dream just started, right? Like
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
I'm finally gonna
2 weeks
open my
in,
first cap store,
invested in the store.
and then this happened.
So,
So,
aku marah, bro. Kalau
but
aku-
because if you guys really understand the ordering game, right? You order 3 to 6 months in advance.
yeah,
So we've already ordered before our store started.
yeah,
So what happened was I told myself, look, we can outwin this guy. We can outrun this.
okay,
With whatever that we ordered back then,
yeah,
3 to 6 months ago, we're gonna release it slowly.
okay, like
Because I believe no one knows the game better than me
yeah,
At that
especially if you have
time.
passion for it.
at that time. And
Yeah.
I knew they ordered a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I have this many. Let me carry other brands too. So that's when we started carrying Obey. We carried a lot of other different brands.
Yeah.
So we spread out our bullets basically.
Yeah.
So every week we would drop only 1 or 2, 3
So-
SKUs for
so-
new eras.
So you guys were like doing weekly releases.
Weekly releases.
That's dope.
So then what happened was, true enough, we kind of outrun the other guy, and it didn't work out. And then what happened was Kenneth flew down to Malaysia to meet me and personally apologized for this whole commotion, for what happened. He said, bro, look, I came down here to apologize because it was a company's decision, it wasn't mine. And I really want to take care of the brand and I see what you're doing. And he said, from moving forward, we will not be dealing with big accounts.
Yeah.
So of course there were a lot of big companies were trying to take the distribution, but he protected.
And
He apologized and make up to me and said, look, with all these new inquiries, I will not let them take the brand.
you basically.
Cap City will be the sole retailer
How
for
did
now.
that feel? How did that feel?
Great. I mean, we won the war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we lost the battle, but we won the war.
Yeah.
And you know, everything felt like it was a new beginning, and I trusted him, and we were working together again, and until he got transferred. So, yeah, people don't understand is that New Era is a machine right now.
Yeah.
It's no longer a brand. Of course, it's still a good brand, but everything's about numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So he got transferred, and they transferred another guy who's more of a number guy lah.
Yeah. and-
So then the whole story start all over again. We need you to hit. We need you to buy this much. We want you to hit these numbers. Buy. You must sell. And it was really heartbreaking, you know, when me and Kenneth had to part ways, because we believe he knew I wasn't going to give no sale. He knew we were not going to discount. And I mean, look at what's happening right now. Every day there is a sale. Every day it's up to
If you know,
50%.
you know,
If you
yeah.
know, you know, bro. They know, bro. You can't lie. I mean, I'm not here trying to, you know, talk down, but
No,
that's what's happening.
That's what's happening. I still don't know how they're still opening more stores. And I'm like, I'm still surprised. Like, damn, they're doing all these sales and opening more stores.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm like, bro, just open a vending machine, bro. You don't need that many stores, bro. I promise you, bro.
yeah, so that's pretty much what happened lah. So the local distributor, which is New Era Malaysia, took it, and we were fucked. We had to buy stocks from them, and which is tough, bro.
Yeah.
We're a small
yeah.
company, and when you guys are the distributor, you guys have the margin to throw prices,
Yeah.
buang harga kan. So if you guys gonna throw 50% all day long, how are we gonna survive?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't see that side of us. They think like we're trying to fight New Era. Like, bro, I'm not trying to fight New Era. I'm trying to survive.
Yeah.
I'm just a kid who's trying to survive.
And
you
who
know,
has a passion for hats.
has a lot of passion for hats,
Would
and
you
we brought New Era in. Again, I'm not flexing here or trying to rub it on your face, but
that's the truth. You
Yeah.
guys were the first store in Malaysia that I walked into that sold New Era. Legit, guys.
Straight.
Because at that time, there were a lot of like places selling fake New Era hats.
Yeah.
That's what people didn't know. They were the first store selling legit New Era
straight.
hats.
And people don't understand this is emotional for me to talk about.
Yeah.
And because why? Because it's personal.
Yeah.
Right? People think that I'm like, of course, some people believe in business, you should not be personal. But bro, fuck it. It's personal as
Pers-
fuck because
it's your life.
I've been collecting New Era since I was 14.
Damn.
Right?
20
so
years.
So bro, like, don't tell me like, don't take it personal, because it is. And I took one step at a time. I took the L.
And then you took it up.
And now we're growing the Cap City as a brand instead of a cap store.
Yeah, I guess like at first I was like, why the fuck did Nigel like let go the New Era account? Because as a cap collector, right, I think every cap collector's dream is to own a New Era account.
Straight.
Just so you can order anything and you
Yeah.
know you can do whatever you want, right? For
Yeah.
the most part. So when you like stop selling New Era, like that puzzled me, and
Right.
I started asking around like, hey, do you know why like Cap City stopped selling New Era? And then after that, some people gave me like, yeah, bro, it's basically New Era and all. Then, but then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just ask you.
What are the stories that you heard? I'm curious. What
So
are the streets saying?
So some of the words, some of the things I heard lah kan, dia cakap macam, oh yeah, what Nigel couldn't just manage the New Era account, and then yeah, and also like
That's true.
yeah,
That's true.
and you know the truth is that
We can't. The fact that we can't, bro, because again, you're gonna open more stores. You're gonna stuff us with a lot of stocks, and then at the same time you're throwing prices,
yeah,
bro. It's political, bro.
yeah.
It-
That's the side yang people tak nampak the politics, the
That's right.
policy side of business yang,
Yeah.
which is so messy though, guys.
Oh, it's so
and it's
messy,
such a numbers game. And this is the thing, when companies care so much about numbers kan, that's when you start seeing you start seeing the fall of the company lah.
Bro, I was like if you ask me, I'm like a very innocent, naive kid, like looking at the brand dying.
Kan, I bet.
I mean, of course, it will still stay lah. It's a 100
Yeah.
over years company, bro. I'm not saying New Era is gonna die, but as a very passionate, enthusiast cap collector, especially New Era cap collector, bringing them in, building up the business, opening up the market, and to see it being taken away because of numbers, and then they are throwing prices,
yeah, that must have been
bro.
a bitch, bro.
Ah, man, I don't think they understand this side of why I feel what I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. But I mean, the good part is that you know you were the first to bring in. Not a lot of people can say that though. You're 30. What age did you bring in New Era?
So, okay, if you watch the Borak La podcast,
Yeah.
I was working with Echo Park and
Yeah.
I was leading the project lah.
Yeah.
Like basically, I flew over to Hong Kong with my boss and my colleagues
Yeah.
to discuss about the distribution ship.
Yep.
And that was when I was 18, 19.
Yo.
So I was already in New Era Hong Kong office when I was 19, and that was probably 20 years ago, 10,
Gila lah.
15 years ago lah. 15 years ago.
Bro, that's actually crazy. The fact that you know you're probably when you brought it in like 22, 23.
Yeah,
You're 23 bringing New Era code, a whole internationalized brand.
yeah.
And the fact that you know you flew over there, you presented it, and you got it right. That's crazy, bro. You got to give yourself like I feel like people don't give flowers when it's due.
Right.
And you are the OG. You are like the true OG in the cap collecting scene, bro. 20 at cap at New Era. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
So one of our conversation in our DMs was that you said you were quite let down with, I guess, the current situation with New Era. Like as a
Yeah.
New Era collector, or with the community
Yeah.
here in Malaysia, what do they think about what's going on? Are they aware?
I'm just be honest, straight up honest. No cap. No pun intended. So some people, you know, they're like they penjilat. Dia orang penjilat kuat New Era. Whatever New Era release tai pun dia orang akan beli. Tapi for me, because I know what good caps are outside there, I will fight for what's good. Because don't settle for less though, guys. Macam if you know there's good caps outside there releasing, why should you have to pay a reseller to get the hat you want? You know, like why can't it just release in Malaysia? Because in US, like bro, I lined up like 18 hours for a hat club.
Right.
So like that's the type of shit I want to see here in Malaysia, like just like a community, like a cool ass community. From the 18 hours, honestly, do I regret lining up? No, but I could have bought it online. That's the worst part, you know. like the next day release, right, it was sitting for like 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
did I just waste like 18 hours of my life? But no, because
It's the culture, bro.
it's the culture, is the thing. Like that's what Malaysia is lacking right now, and that's what I want New Era to bring in, like just this introduction. Because when I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, check out this sick ass hat. I'm like, oh shit, it's cool. Can I buy a New Era Bishop? I'm like, no, bro.
I always say this: business and a brand is you have two different ways of growing.
Yeah.
Individually, you want to grow a brand and you want to grow a business. They take different steps.
Yeah.
They take different paths.
Yeah.
And for me, of course, being a very small brand and a small company now, we really, I mean, even back then, we really want to care about brand. Like I'm a brand guy.
Yeah.
Like I always look at brand as a person as well. Like a brand needs to have a soul.
Yeah. I
A
agree
brand
with
needs to stand for something. And for me, a brand is also someone that makes that promise and keeps that promise.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They-
But
they-
companies is when they
Numbers.
nothing makes no promises to you. It's just all about numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I truly think like what brands don't do enough of is what you guys do dope is what I think you guys do right and what people love about you. You connect with your local local community. You guys pergi payung dekat all the way
Right.
in Hulu Langat, all the
Yeah.
way in Singapore. Like bro, you don't see New Era doing that. Like
Right.
no diss to New Era. Obviously, the workers I met if they want, so they can.
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
You guys are actually doing that because you care about your fans, and when you appreciate your community, you care about your fans. You
Yeah.
create cult followers, and that's
Right.
what brands try to
Do.
do, but they fail because they try to replicate, they
Right.
try to do that, they try to do this, bro. You can't replicate, You
Yeah.
just gotta do your own shit. Connect with your local community, guys.
Yeah, and it doesn't take 1 week, 1 day, 1 month.
No.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really
It's something
see
that's
it that
yeah.
way.
You can't build a community overnight. It takes
Oh,
it takes a while, guys. But along the way, that's why you enjoy the process of meeting people,
Yeah.
meeting friends. I mean, when you do your payung, that one guy who ran all the way from Pasar Seni, right?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
where
yeah.
you were. That's crazy, bro. I wouldn't have made it halfway. I would have given up. I'll be like, wait, I'll grab.
And here's the best part about, I think, our community is that it's not really a cap community if you look
It's not,
if you really look
yeah.
into it. It's a cap city community, not a
is.
cap community,
Yeah.
which is something I really, really like.
Yeah.
Because if I wanna, I think I've said this in the Boratla as well. Like if you try to please if you try to please the purists or the streetwear guys, they will never approve you.
No,
You know what I mean?
100%
They
agree.
will always just compare you to, I guess in our case, it's New Era lah.
Yeah.
So, New Era better though. Oh, I only wear New Era. So, New Era. Oh, you guys trying to be New Era. Like it's just like, bro, I don't even want to. You're not the person I want to talk to right now. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, let us grow our own thing.
Hey, I'm really sad, just because the fact that I think if you guys were still, if you guys still had your New Era account,
Yeah,
I think you guys would have gone so far. But fuck it, and at the end of the day, now you're doing your own thing,
yeah.
and that's New Era's loss on them. That's an L for them. That's an L for them.
I don't know about that, but maybe we're speaking too soon. But we'll see. For me, bro, I'm in this for the long game. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's been 13 years, 15 years. Still into caps, still a cap enthusiast, still a cap maniac.
Yeah.
And it's a long game, but a lot of people don't see it right now. Because when we first started the Cap City as a brand, right? Again, we started off with one cap,
Yeah.
Harimau cap, and people were like, what's this? Started off the next one, Budak Subang, we're like, what's this? And then we slowly grow,
Yeah.
right? But at that time, people want to judge you there and then,
Yeah.
right?
They
It's like,
don't,
yo,
they
you're
don't
whack.
give you a chance.
Yeah, you're whack.
Yeah.
But bro, this is my third cap. Okay, like New Era's 100 years.
Yeah.
I'm like in my third month. Can you not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bagilah chance sikit, bagilah masa sikit. Tapi tak apa, I'm not gonna beg you for approval. Just wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years if I'm that lucky to be alive. And we'll see. We'll see what you feel. You know what I mean? And now I feel like people are slowly seeing the vision of the Cap City.
Yeah.
Not even everyone yet. Some people are still very stuck up. They don't want to give it to us, which is fine, bro. And I like this quote. I always say, give us enough time and we'll give you a revolution. So just give us enough time.
You're wearing a fitted. Yeah. I haven't seen. I don't think there's any other local cap company or any cap company in Malaysia that produce locally that has a fitted. It's always snapbacks. I've never found fitted.
Right. And I understand that because we, for the longest time, tried to not say hold back our fitted lah, but I know how particular fitted heads are.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right? I mean, I was, again, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
I started off collecting fitted, so I knew how picky we are lah, bro. You know, the feel of it.
The feel.
So, bro, people don't understand. We spend so much on samples and just to R&D this fitted cap,
Yeah.
which is the one I'm wearing and it's finally coming out. But I was so particular. I told the team everyone wants to fit it. I'm just like, guys, give us some time. Just give us some time. First of all, it's not going to be easy to sell because people here are not used to fitteds.
Not at all, bro. When I wore fitteds, right, for the first time, ini topi apa ni? Kenapa kenapa kat belakang tak boleh adjust? And a lot of my friends, and then like my friend was like, ini apa ni? Kenapa saya tak boleh adjust topi ni? Besar sangat ni.
Yeah.
Ini saya size apa ni?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, this is a fitted. I'm like, I was so surprised.
Right.
People didn't know what fitted was in Malaysia. You know?
Right.
But fitteds are really dope just because it's personalized to you. The whole process of curving, steaming it takes 5 minutes. One of the best moments of my life. Not my life, but like one of my best moments of my day. Whenever I feel down, I take a fresh new cap, I steam it, curve it, put it on my head. Shock. Okay.
Right. Any more things you want to touch on?
What? Pins. How can we not talk about pins?
Right.
This is the last topic, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, this is not talked about enough. This is a culture that needs to come.
Yeah.
That needs to be about cap culture first of all. We'll
Yeah.
take it one step at a time. Pins. And one thing dope, right? The first time I walked into Cap City, right?
Pins. Like
The first time I walked into Cap City, right? So when I was picking up my hat, right? So when I walked in, the guy served me really friendly stuff, by the way.
Right.
Really great. And then I was just like, looking at the hats, and then the guy asked me, "Oh, bro, I bought the anniversary one that you guys do,
Yes,
the
yes,
10th
yes,
anniversary, right? So then everything's numbered, right? Then he asked me, bro, you want any number, certain number? And then he's like,
wow, he's so nice to you, huh?
yeah, I asked for it. I can't remember, but I was like, bro, can I get like 98? Because that's my birth year. And
Yeah.
then he's like, all right, let me look. And then he tried to look, and then the cap on display was actually 98.
Oh, what the?
What are the odds, right? So anyways, I was really impressed with your packaging.
Thank
I was
you.
like, bro, metal box for 250. Damn, I don't see New Era doing this. No diss to New Era, but yeah. Yeah, I don't see New Era doing this. Metal
Yeah.
box, I'm like, yo, this shit is like heavy, like actually solid stuff.
Yeah.
And then
We always say Bersi Tulen.
yeah, bro, that's some good stuff, some good steel. Anyways, so I got to the counter and I see pins. I'm like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like a cap store that actually sells pins. So like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy knows his shit. He knows.
Ah.
Like, I don't think people appreciate enough that you guys sell pins.
Right.
And people.
Oh, straight. I always say that. Fuck, man. Our pins are not the fastest selling.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest, but which is great that you mentioned because they don't understand. Or maybe because it's my bad lah. I don't educate enough.
I think it's the education that lacks, because for me, even before I was a cap collector, I'm like, why the fuck do people collect all these pins for what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh shit, you can accessorize. And people in US guys, just for information, they rock like 15 different pins. It's like bapak berat, bro.
People are really not used to they find it okay. So if you guys are a long time customer of Cap City, you will realize that our earlier days during our newer design, like our first few designs, every cap you buy comes with a pin, only because I want them to see what is it like. So we used to just whack the pin on the cap, and then when they buy the cap, they get the pin.
That's dope.
Until I realized that
They don't.
nobody appreciates it, and that's when we started making changes lah. So we took out the pin and we dropped the price.
Ooh, okay.
So we made it an additional thing ah.
Yeah.
Asia for you guys. Your one pins, your add up lah. Quick, let's do some more light questions. Sticker on or off,
Sticker.
which you guys asked me in Borat lah. Now I'm gonna ask you in my channel. Sticker on or off?
Off 100%.
Right. Next question. Not sure if you know. Since we are talking about so much about caps, right?
Yeah.
This whole episode, I hope the cap collectors or cap enthusiasts like us would watch this.
Yeah, I'm praying.
I want to ask you, wearing a lot of caps, does it rambut gugur tak kalau pakai topi?
Tak, bro. Aku dah pakai rambut. Aku dah ada rambut ni dari kecil sampai besar.
Right.
Wearing caps didn't make any difference, bro. Aku still kena potong rambut setiap bulan.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
And aduh.
Okay, this is how I normally curve my cap.
So-
So a lot of people don't know. You just need to put 2 thumbs. So later Pablo will show you his way.
Yeah.
I'll put 2 thumbs in the middle. Use your index finger.
Yeah.
Push the front. Make sure it's symmetrical lah. Okay, make sure it's symmetrical, and then you just push. Don't worry, Cap City's brims are pretty tough.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what you told me.
Yeah.
Kan? You
I
said,
was like,
your brims are really tough.
Yeah,
Which I said, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? Be honest, bro.
Be honest, you want me to be honest?
Mm.
I don't like the brims too tough.
Okay.
Because it's hard to curve.
Okay.
But one thing good about tough brims, they last longer over time.
Straight. That's how I get my curve.
That's
lah,
the
but-
OG way right there.
Yeah, that's
still
the
a good
OG
curve.
way.
Still a good curve.
But it won't stay as
Yeah.
as long as if you steam it.
Yeah.
So if I curve this, then I steam it. Yeah, it will work.
I like what you guys are doing here. You guys are doing dope stuff.
Hey, thank you so much. Like I said from my first text to you, thank you for giving us a chance.
Yeah. Why?
Jangan cakap. Abang tak bayo.
Wait, aku tak expect though, guys.
Yo,
No,
this is
serious?
yes. I'm dead serious, bro.
Dude, I dead ass was going to buy. Aku nak beli dah though. I was like, bro, I'm ready. Like, I was gonna be the first
Yeah.
person to buy this, but now that you payo me, then.
Yes.
Woo, I'm so honored to be the
Daniel,
first guest
thank
here.
you so much.
I honestly hope really the cap collectors watch this.
I hope so too.
Yeah, just cut to the next one of me, Kervin.
So we are here down at the store and Pablo is going to show us macam mana dia curve dia punya brim lah.
Yes.
Yang ini FAQ yang sangat-sangat popular. Macam mana nak curvekan brim anda. So hari ni kita ada satu professional. Yang sangat-sangat passion dengan dia punya brim tu.
Professional cap curve steamer.
We're just waiting for the steamer to get hot.
Can, let me take the cap off. Ini cap belum release. Nampak macam biasa tapi pandang belakang. Mana strap? Ini tak ada strap guys. Ini fitted.
Kau ada? Tak ada kan?
Shout out Cap City.
Okay, let's go step by step.
Yes sir. So first thing you do, your cap, you get it from the stores like that, right?
Yeah.
Stretch it out. For me, I like to take out the
Cardboard.
cardboard in between. Up to you lah what you want to do. Next, take the steamer. Ready to go.
Yeah.
So what you guys ambil steamer, terus. Depending korang punya steamer mungkin kena tekan button, tapi basically what you do get steamer. So guys, steamer ni bukan boleh iron baju je. Boleh curve topi juga.
Okay, so to those who don't know, kenapa kita nak steamkan dia adalah sebab kita bila you steam dia ada air, betul tak? Dia ada wap, so dia akan jadi buatkan korang punya brim tu lembut sikit.
Yes.
Jadi nanti senang lah nak curvekan dia nanti.
Nanti dia mold juga kepada shape yang you curve tu.
So how long do you do this? Like how long do you steam?
Basically until I feel it soft. So
Okay, bila you beli, you confirm balik.
Curve.
First thing you do, spend 5 to 10 minutes doing this.
Yep. Actually no, I curve bila I nak pakai je.
Oh, okay.
There's no point of you curve and then you simpan.
Right.
Sebab nanti dia
But some
hilang the
people
shape.
leave it overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're leaving overnight, put it on like a rubber band. You can also use a rubber band to curve it.
Yeah.
And then, it follows the shape kan. Alright, I think it's good.
Okay.
So guys, now your head dah curve kan. Brim pun dah lembut. So what you do is, you ambil something circular shape, water bottle apa-apa je lah boleh. Tapi for this one, we're going to use the bandana scarf. Kalau korang belum beli, go buy now. So you ambil, senang je guys. You wrap around. So lepas you dah wrap around, you just hold it in here.
Make sure dia balance
Yeah.
Make sure dia balance, jangan sengit lah. Kalau tidak nanti dia
Dia perfectly balanced,
symmetrical. Okay.
Sebab kalau you tak balance, nanti satu brim akan lagi panjang.
Betul.
Nampak pelik gila. Yeah, so until it's soft, until like I feel like it's cool already. And then, hold it in.
Normally what we do or Mat do is that we will hold it like that and steam it again.
Oh, okay.
Sajalah, I rasa just to more reassurance lah.
Itu memang proper curve lah. So lepas tu kalau you guys dah curve, and then kalau you guys nak leave overnight like you mentioned, boleh ambil rubber band, ikat je around.
Yeah.
And itu akan buat curve tahan lagi lama lah.
Yes.
Tastes good. You can see. Curve dia memang cun guys.
Wow.
Curve dia memang cun.
Wow.
Two in one. Cap
guys,
cover and also tu.
First of all, kalau kau guna yang 1.5 liter tu dia besar sikit so dia punya curve kurang sikit macam tu. So terpulang lah kepada anda kan.
Depends how you want your curve lah.
Yeah.
So next thing guys, additional step. Let me just take out this step first. Alah, now they can see my ugly ass. Okay, tak apa. So sekarang
maksudnya rambut tak gugur.
Rambut tak gugur. So sekarang you dah ada topi ni, dah curve cantik cun-cun. Ini adalah additional step. You ambil pin, saya cari position cantik sikit. Yang ni I like it right above the cap city.
Right.
So it's double cap city. Okay guys, dah pin cun dah tu. Now wear it.
Semak. Macam mana dia buat?
Smart guys. Lepas tu dah cun, adjust sikit-sikit. Adjust how the curve you want. Now you rock it.
Right.
Cap City. So guys, make sure korang pergi beli fitted topi ni bila dia drop. Shout out Cap City. This is a dope ass product. And yeah, thank you Nigel. Bayu.
Thank you so much, bro.
Jangan cakap
Abang tak payung.
It's different listening to that in real life.